Hey, so I just wanted to pop on this morning. I'm getting ready to do a workout. I am doing a month of yoga, and then I'll go back to biking and strength training. But I like to switch it up to keep my body guessing. If you do the same workouts over and over, it stops being so effective. And so I was thinking this morning of vacuuming, and I started going through some of my mantras. I did a meditation this morning, and I listened to some short sermons by one of my best friends' dad, Scott. He sends little nuggets, joy, love, every so often. And he's devout, and he means it. Anyway, so I decided to get into some movement, and so I was thinking, I've been having some trouble coming up in my relationship, because relationships can bring up things that maybe you don't have to deal with when you're by yourself. And they can be, usually it's fear-based stuff, like fear of abandonment, or maybe that you're not worthy or you're not good enough, or it's usually just those two things, and they manifest in weird ways, like jealousy or resentments and stuff like that. And so I decided to take a break, and then I laid down last night, and a friend of mine, Rita Jean, recommended a book she was reading, Radical Acceptance. And so I laid down, and I was just kind of feeling funky because I wasn't sure how I want to proceed, because sometimes when we're angry, we can be, if we're feeling hurt or scared or fear, we lash out, or run, or freeze. And so, sometimes those things happen, and, we may not be right away aware of what our partner is going through. And so sometimes they can be mean for no reason, it seems to you at the time. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're going through something with anyone, a coworker, something financial, and if you're maybe running the replay of what's going on or what happened, I want to encourage you with some coping skills. So one thing that I love to do is, rather than pointing any blames, just stop and sit in your body and feel how it feels. Do you feel restless? Do you want to run? Do you want to escape? Do you want to, do something to divert your attention or dull the feeling? So if you're feeling those things, and I used to hate to do this, to talk about how I was feeling, even to myself, or acknowledge it, but you have to do that. So just acknowledging how you're feeling is really important. And labeling it. So I feel scared, I feel lonely, I feel whatever. And just allow that, your body to feel that, rather than resisting. And just being okay with the uncomfortableness of things that come sometimes, and just allowing them to be what they are. If somebody is not nice, they're probably unhappy in some way or scared, right? And so getting angry has the opposite effect of what's healing and what the person that's acting out in that way really needs. And I'm guilty of this myself, of not having the right thought first. The first thought is like, well, I don't deserve this, or I feel like I want to defend myself. And really, that's what the world needs now, is more love, right? So acting friendly no matter what, harder than it seems. to truly do it. So I want to encourage you. So I literally sat down on the couch yesterday. I had a long conversation with my partner, and I laid down, and I was just like, like, life is so much easier by myself. And I was laying down, and I picked up this book, and it was like a picture of us, and then during a good time, and then I put it down and I read, and it was like, the art of the pause, the mindful pause, just like taking a minute for yourself before you respond. Like if you catch yourself, like you're labeling your thoughts and emotions in your head, as a practice after a while. And when you feel that your anger coming, if you can just pause, take a time out, go away, wait a while until those feelings settle and you can be more lucid, and know that, okay, a challenge came, and that means it's for me to evolve and to learn about my behavior and interacting with others, and maybe learning where my sore spots are, and where I could be more clear, or where I could avoid assumptions or whatever, something. But it allows you time to process, so you're not reacting and maybe sabotaging, or, just not in the most healing way with your people or with yourself. It could be something that you're doing that you're mad at. So taking a pause is the thing that I wanted to share. Take a time out from your people. Time out. It could be in a bathroom stall. It could be, wherever. It doesn't matter. Just like it could be, anywhere. Just you can protect your energy at that time and pull back and give yourself some time to think about how you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel those feelings, but not react. Okay. So this is training yourself to be calm in times of crisis. Okay, so that will help you a lot, help you avoid a lot of hurting yourself or others. And another thing I wanted to share is that having with you, so doing a meditation, taking a pause before you react in critical situations, with yourself and others, and also having a mantra, or singing songs to just transmute all that negative junky energy, okay, and start with something new, right? For me, one that I love is all things are working. I said that all things are working. I know that all things are working for my good. And I'll say it over and over. Also, thank you for loving me. And this is a song to our divine creator. Thank you for loving me. I said, thank you for loving me. Something like that. And you can make it into songs. You can say anything you want, just like affirmations. Thank you for loving me. I know that I am here for a purpose, and all things are working for my good, or every day in every way. I am getting better and better, or just say nice stuff to yourself and sing it and mean it and hug yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and say that you're worthy of love and you're worthy of acceptance, and, and know that if something goes, it wasn't for you, because the right stuff will stay, and the right stuff will be good for you. Okay. And lift you up and help you to, be a leader and set the right example. Okay, so I encourage you to sing, get some movement in, take a time out from whatever's stressing you and meditate, and maybe do some yoga or just get some exercise, get your blood flowing, because that will help you think clearly. Get outside if you can, breathe some fresh air, maybe be by the water if you can. So those are my encouragements to you. And this is my daily share. Some days, like yesterday, I was pretty funky and I should have shared anyway, but I was like, unless my energy is right, I don't like to share, but I guess it's more authentic if you share no matter what. But it's hard. So anyway, those are my encouragements for stress management and relationship stuff with yourself, to get rid of unhealthy coping mechanisms, taking the pause, allowing yourself to identify the feelings that you're having and allow them to be, and just sit with it being uncomfortable. And you know, if you're not running away from the pain, that's where the healing comes. Because then you know you can handle all the things that come when you can do it with grace. And you can do it with grace. You can. Whatever your diagnosis is, whatever you know, all that stuff. Still, you can bring yourself to a place of peace. And if you have to take a medication, do it. If you have to, you know, just go out for a run, go do something beneficial if you have to do something and you can't just sit with it. Okay, that's my encouragement. Or call a friend. Be around people who love you. Just I say pray. I say we pray. Pray about whatever it is. If you really want it by yourself, you don't have to talk to anybody about it but God. But I encourage you to pray for earnestly whatever you really want. Okay, even if you don't believe in like God or whatever, but the act of visualizing what you really want to happen, and you know, and if it's for your highest good, you're gonna get it. But if you're scattered all over the place with all these different thoughts and not focusing on the thing that you want and moving towards it, and you know, because if you're thinking about, oh, this is bad, that's, you know, it hurt me, and you're ruminating on old stuff, then you're not going to be focusing on the good stuff that you want. You got to look at what you want. Okay? So try to pull yourself away with the pause, and then take time to center yourself, sit in stillness, or listen to a guided meditation if that serves you best, or just focus on your breathing. That's a powerful one. Just every time you catch yourself on a tangent, recognize it. Say, I was thinking, rambling, you know, replaying old scenario, or I was fantasizing, or whatever you're doing. And just label it and come back to your breath and make yourself sit 10 minutes. Just try to just sit with whatever it is, all of it. And just know that you are loved and you have a reason for being here and you have so much to be grateful for, you know, even in the midst of struggle. Okay, so I encourage you today, and have a great day.